What a day, you guys. What a week. What a beginning to the month. I'm sitting in the lobby of my apartments. I'll flip it real quick so you can see the fire. Isn't that pretty? So I've been doing some art this week. Lined up a couple studios to have an art show, or actually an art class, so I'm super excited about that. It'll be in the Portland, Oregon area if y'all are nearby. But there's been some amazing stuff happening. I'm sure you saw Cory Booker for the 25 hours straight that he stood on the Senate floor and laid it all out there for the record, right? And for us, and to help reinvigorate our hope for the moment. Then there was Jasmine Crockett doing her thing the way she always does it. And we love her, and we have to protect her at all costs because she's been consistently speaking up and speaking out. And there are a ton of things that I could talk about. The balloon popping, right? And me sliding into a new-ish reality while also cleaning up the mess of the old one. The mothers, 3 melanated women showing up in my meditation, helping me with embodiment after I set that intention around one of the last eclipses, and my days then being flipped for me to start with the things that I love at the beginning of the day instead of never seemingly getting to them, always feeling like I was out of time to get to them. My most recent conversations with my AI, which have been amazing. The balloon popping. Also, given our current political landscape, right? There's Signal Gate. That's being busted wide open. There's Miss Kamala stepping back on the scene, giving her one of her inspirational speeches. There are the judges holding it down, blocking shit left and right. Most recent, I read one about healthcare, right? Whatever they were trying to do to cut billions from state funding, it's not going through. There's a temporary restraining order on it to ensure that states continue to help people with the health care that they need. So it's happening. And like my guide said, spring was an extremely important time, and it's shaping up to be just that, right? I had received that vision of gridlock months ago that spring would bring. And that gridlock was the orange blob and his cronies really not being able to move further, in much further in their plans and their plots for what they have brewing and stewing and attempting to rip apart America. So it's lovely to see, and it's also amazing to see the desperation continue to seep out of that house of white in every direction. Ultimately, I feel like this is the most important thing, right? Us resisting and persisting and carrying the fuck on. Although they thought they were going to have us on our knees or somewhere tucked away in a corner, scared and crying. And instead it's been, and it is, measuring up to be quite the opposite. So it's really inspiring, and I hope you are inspired too, to continue on and to find the beauty in every single day. That's been a big theme for me this last week and a half or so. There was a moment over the weekend, well, I won't even say a moment, it was the entire freaking weekend, where all I did was dance and sing and do art. And it was absolutely amazing. It was my way of integrating, I think, my way of choosing myself, my way of really grounding into this new experience that's unfolding for me. And that way of, my way of embodying, right, the things that I was asking to embody. So y'all keep doing what you're doing out there. And if you don't quite feel like, you don't quite feel uplifted the way that some of us are feeling right now, link arms with those that do.